So hi there everyone, welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager 26 series with the MK Dons. Yeah, my name's Leon, and I'm on looking after you, I hope. Yeah, this has been fun so far. We've played on a few more games since the last episode, which featured the first two league games of the season, and we're now heading in towards the transfer window. We may be doing some stuff, but I've got to wait and see what happens. But we've had some good results. We'll go through those first. So after the last game, we had a Carabao Cup game against Newport. Again, same division as us. We had a 2-0 win with... Actually, yeah, there you go. Patterson and Gilby getting on the score sheet as well. We then followed that up with a visit from Cheltenham, 2-1 win. Tomlinson, Mendes, Lang getting us goals in the first half, and we held out. We went to Crawley next with a 5-3 victory. Ekpiteta, our new central defender, getting 2. Hepton Murphy getting 1, and Scott Hogan coming on late to get 2 as well. But they came at 2 in injury time at the end. Newport then again away. We then got a 2-0 win. Hepton Murphy and Charlie Walker, and then we've just done a Carabao Cup game, which I nearly came back for, because Swindon, of course, was the team we did in the last FM24 save. We started, but Scott Hogan got us a goal in the 73rd minute to give us that. We're through to the next round of that, where we've also then got Chesterfield as well. So we're kind of, at the moment, not got anyone big in the cup so far until later today. So today we got a home game against Walsall, who are currently, let's have a look, where are Walsall in the league? Currently 6th. And we've got a Virtu Trophy match against Reading, who are from Division League 1. So that is going to be a tough game for us. Don't know how we're going to do that. I said that could be our first potential loss. But yeah, so League 2, of course. We are currently sitting top of the table by 3 points, with a game in hand as well over the second place team. So we've got a chance here of getting into a nice position early in the season. The reason why I said we've got potential transfer thing is we do have... can I go? I'm just trying to think where I get the best thing. Still getting used to where things are on this. Nope, squad, first team. We have got a bid on one of our players. Luke offered our kind of defensive. He has played, started some games though. So far he's got 6 appearances with a 6.87 rating, but potential some money in, which we get 55% of. Hopefully that would give us around 100,000 to play with, but we don't know until later on in the game. So I'm just going to check, because there was a player I hadn't registered. Oh, he is available. I'm going to get him on. Can I get him on the bench? Covers left, covers right, defensive, wide right, wide left, and striker. No, I can't get him on. But then he's also covering right as well. No, not going to use him this one. Let's get into match. It says one outside because we've got a... The problem I found with this is when you can't see players who are picked for other matches. So in the Carabao Cup you have 9 subs, and of course it takes away subs 8 and 9 numbers when you get to the league stage. And so it's a bit annoying, that, but right. Just Go through all this stuff. We know what it all is at the moment. So we're in white for this one. At home. But so far, I mean, I'm enjoying. There's been some patches as well since the last episode as well. So hopefully that again keeps things right. They're moving in the right way, I think, with the game. I'm not going to get embroiled in the arguments about, you know, people saying this is the worst FM ever. I'm enjoying it. And if you haven't already got it, then please, you know, go and try the demo. Make your own opinion. It is harder, I think, for experienced players. I played since the very first version. God, there's not much happening in this, is there? It's a kind of literally a dead game. But yeah, it's. I think it is definitely harder for experienced players to pick up this version because it is things, as I said, we're still trying to figure out where things that we normally look at and use are. Well, oh well, we're 1-0 down. Let's see if we can get, if we get on the positive, can we get more? Drive into the box. Here we go. Come on. Oh. Hogan's gone down. He's injured. Oh well. But Murphy's coming on. It's a nice sense. It's the only change we can make there. Here he goes. And he fluffed his outline. That was a horrible. I mean, we had 56% possession. We had better goal chances, but we only had 2 shots. Fire them up. I'm going to have to look at some changes. Right wing back, left wing back, left wing. Oh, that's going to be a tricky one. Central defence, central mid. Some of the guys have been playing pretty much every game. Right, 56 minutes. Let's have a look. What can we do? Tripp's going to have to come on for Jones. It's our normal change there. Gilby, who is our captain. Just going to make him a central mid. Leko can go over to the left, and then we can bring him on the right. And I think that's every substitution we can make. We're also going to go attacking. Oh, here they come on the counter. This is not a good performance. We haven't had a shot on target yet. Right, up and it's very attacking. Let's see if we can get some shots. We haven't had a shot in the second half yet. Right. Crossbar, at least there's a shot. Lakers having a bad game, according to this. A really bad game. That's because I've had to move him over to the right side and he's a left-sided player. But we're on the attack again. Almost one of the goals of the season. I would have just happy settled for a goal. It's just saying we can't play passing because he's injured. And we've got the tougher game next. Oh well, wasn't meant to be. We've had more shots on target since that goal than the whole of the rest of the game. Collar picked up a yellow card there as well. Not good. Still top of the table though. And Scott Hogan is injured for 3 to 6 weeks. Right, so I'm going to move it forward. Might come back for some transfer stuff. We'll see what happens. But if not, we'll be back for the Reading game.
One eternity later.
So that was a bigger gap than I planned between games. I mean, I've kept the camera going all the time, and that's been probably about 30 minutes. I didn't think it was going to be long, but then all of a sudden I thought, sod it, I'm going to hit the loan list, and that's what we've done. So we've brought in quite a few players. First we've seen is we've brought them in from Premier League sides and these are all in free. So we've got in to help with our attacking, winger side. We've got Seb Ferdinand on loan from Arsenal. We've got Figueroa on loan from Liverpool. We brought in another bundle of Trent Kone-Doherty. Again, helps with that winger side of things. Again, as I said, from Liverpool. Charlie Gray from Man City. Again, to add a bit of depth. Welty Lucky from Liverpool. Again, adds depth to centre-back. These are all players with promise as well. Seb Naylor from Man City. Left-sided defender. And also Dujon Richards from Chelsea. Again, another frontline player. we just need to add depth across the front for our team, because at the moment that's where all our injuries are. The other thing as well is Offord decided not to leave, so he's there. But because of fitness levels and things like that, I've had to make quite a few substantial changes to the side. But it's also given me a chance to put in some of the youngsters as well. So Mellish has come in, Naylor and Ferdinand are straight into the starting lineup. Devaney, Doherty and Richards are on the bench. We've also got Wilson, who's a new player for us. So he's now out in the. So we haven't dropped our standards too much, but we've managed to freshen up the team quite a lot with new players. But I've got to do 5. We'll just ask. These are all youngsters. Yeah, we'll just ask the assistant to sign. So yeah, we had no money to spend yet. We've managed to strengthen the team, and I think that will just help us more. I'm not so worried about this match. I think it's going to be more. I mean, looking at them, I'd say potential they've gone back upside. Yeah, look, 7 changes to the starting lineup. There's players I recognise on that list. I just do that, but I still think they're going to be too strong for us. I'm going to from you tonight. Change of colouring because, of course, different competition. We're still in white though. So we've still got a mixture of experience. Hepburn Murphy's now up front. But I'm not overly worried about this competition. I don't think we're actually judged on this competition. Offside. No VAR in this, so once it's offside, then of course, once we know it's offside, it's offside. 80%, 83% possession so far in the first 10 minutes. Some of these players won't be able to play in the Carabao Cup game, but not a bad way to introduce yourself. I mean, he picks it up all the way out there. Look at that. I mean, this is a Salah-esque goal. In, jinks the defender, left foot into the top corner. Salah-esque. But I think also with these players we brought in, I think, as I say, it just allows us to freshen up play. We've got players in every position near enough now that we can use to freshen up the side. We did get Manager of the Month for August, and Mendes Lang got Player of the Month for August. But we also have a couple of players going away on international duty, and our games will probably still go on. I think the left, because I think we've got a couple of players on the left side that are away at the same time. But I think we've got likes of Hepburn, Murphy and all that can play on the left. So we have got other players we can move in there. Still running at 70% possession. They have had 3 shots, nothing on target. But the thing is, when you're playing teams from the level above, you just never know what they can hit you a lot harder and a lot quicker. You see, Mendes Lang is tired, but he's played, as I said, pretty much every game. I'll bring on Doherty at half time. Of course, you will see under 21 sides from Premier League clubs and things like that. But that's why we know we can, at this level, we can take their players. As I said, didn't have any scouting reports on them or anything. I mean, a few of the ones, like some of the Liverpool ones, I know. Which is when I saw they were available, and they told me I could get them for free. I was like, yeah, I'm having them. And Richards John Richards, I'm pretty sure I've heard of before as well. Right. We will bring off Mendes Lang, as I said, and bring on Kone Doherty. Just making sure all the rules are set to work to their best. I am tempted to take Hepburn Murphy off, but I'm not going to. They made 2 subs. Right, let's have a look at ours tactically. Maguire's tired. Gethin Jones can go in there. I don't know why I call him Gethin Jones. I mean, he's what? That is Gethin Jones. So he's going on there. Wilson's tired at right back. Ferdinand's tired on the left. So what we'll do is we'll move him out there and bring on him. I'm going to make him an inside forward. I've got a few youngsters on. Got one more sub I can make, but I think I'll leave that for 10 minutes. So what happens when you play someone out of position? Who have I got? Tomlinson, who can play on the left. Is he more left or right? I've got Kelly. Fresh legs in that kind of screening area. Told him to go attacking for the last 10 minutes. Picked up by Doherty, over to Hepburn Murphy, he's offside. He's offside. Knew as soon as he hit it. Yeah, I think it's gone into this thing now where whatever you do, it's just going to show the replays. As I said, he used to do this in the last bit of a game on FM24, or actually a lot of the FMs. I mean, unless he's going to score from this range. I do like this camera angle. Oh no, he's playing. Cleared. It's my sort of shot, except mine have probably gone towards the corner flag. Seven minutes of added time. I think this is going to go to penalties, but I noticed the stuff it went back to normal, so it just was a quick run of highlights. No, we've just crumbled. We've just crumbled. Oh well. I mean, it's a Virtu trophy. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I mean, we'll get back into the league next. It's in Chesterfield. We've got a double header against Chesterfield. I'm not going to come back for that. I'm literally going to, Chesterfield they're fourth. But I think we've got the squad now to do it. I'm going to have to definitely reduce some of the lone players for the match day squad. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how this Carabao Cup game goes, because if we get that, I mean, let's have a look. Who's still in the Carabao Cup? I mean, you got there's still a lot of Premier League sides in there. I think there is literally only 2 League 2 sides in it, and that's us and Chesterfield. Oh no, Notts County are there. Oh, and Salford. So we've got a chance of getting a bigger side. If we can get through that game, then we'll come back for the kind of, if we get a big draw. Yes, it'll probably be a loss, but it'd be nice to see how we test up against the other one. If not, we'll come back possibly around this point. I might get through this month, see how we get on. But yeah, I want to try and get as far forward as we can, get through this fairly quickly. But like, comment, subscribe, come back and join us for another one very soon. Thanks for bearing with us. I'll see you next time.